Hey, my name is Shadowsense, and you're watching Slay the Princess. I don't know a whole lot about this game, except that there's like a branching narrative sort of angle to it. So I'm just gonna jump right in. Also, there's a list of content warnings that I'm gonna put in the description. So read those before maybe watching this video and future videos in the series if I decide to turn this into a series. Anyway, with all that preamble out of the way, start as a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the
voice
woods,
acting.
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh, I love
and
that
in the
there's
basement
like
of that cabin,
parallax.
princess.
That's pretty cool.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But why? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Yeah, that was my immediate thought. There's a lot of different choices. I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolucion. Do I get some sort of reward? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Can someone else do this? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Yeah, let's...
I'm talking about the
First
end
question,
of everything
or
as we
first
know.
response is the best
No more
one.
birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Oh, we don't need
You
people.
have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? That's a fucking great question. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Okay, but you're not explaining it to me. Oh boy, do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I don't know. What's my motivation? What's my backstory?
You might as well reach the
fucking
end
know.
of your journey.
Yeah,
The more
give me
specifics
specifics.
you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Just give me some specifics, man. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Maybe I'm the Antichrist and I do.
I mean,
Who knows?
maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, I'm an optimist. Much to a fault a lot of times. But I'm just saying, consider my motivations. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Doubtful.
So
Okay.
sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I will. The narrator.
You make your
That
way
is
up
your
the
real
short
name.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Seems cozy.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Also, this path looks like you would roll your ankle really bad walking up it.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Might as well go into the cabin. That is my only choice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Desolate.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls
Why
are
is she up
painted
here
in a
anyway?
fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Guess I'll grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I have it as a just in case. Should I be saving it? I don't know. Oh, my mouse cursor has a sword, has a dagger now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen
I don't like how the
light in
music
room
changed. That's
This
foreboding.
is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Already don't like
The princess
it.
really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Sound hot.
She sounds dangerous.
I want to see the
It's almost as
princess.
if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Well, she asked nicely.
You walk down the stairs
Oh,
and lock eyes
he's
with
cute.
the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she
yeah, she
really
does have
back to the
spooky
world?
girl vibes, and I'm trying to roll my chair. I'm into spooky girl vibes.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I am holding a dagger. Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Something tells me I should keep a hold of the knife.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Is the hero aware of me playing the game, and that's why he keeps saying we? Or is there an unseen force I haven't met yet? Drop it, tighten your grip. Those are my two options, not even just like a do nothing. Alright, I'll drop
The
it.
blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with
My
an
hands are up here.
unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Against your better judgment,
Your eyes
you
are
step forward to speak with
huge.
the princess face to face.
Jesus Christ.
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I'm sure I can just run and go pick that up, huh? Gonna save it here.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Relationship, are you coming on to me? God, there's so many different choices. Holy shit. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think, huh?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How are you still alive?
Just how long has she been down here?
Exactly my question.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, I got zero specifics. Hoping you tell me. No, I'm sure they have their reasons. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am inclined to trust them. Capital T, them. I was hoping you would tell me.
Ending the world world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Me neither.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of
Well,
the day,
in that
whatever
logic,
the two of us
everybody's
have going on
capable of
down here
destroying the
is
world.
about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Exactly.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Yeah.
Like I
Shit.
said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do
Okay.
you trust whoever put me here?
Okay. That's a loaded question. Because you are acting a little cagey about it.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Subjugating monarch. Now tell me more about that, Mr. Narrator. What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
I think I knew better than to ask.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
But Mr. Narrator, you're also not giving me any straight answers. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Big. Relationship, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a
yeah.
relationship.
True. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Don't tell me I can't
I'm
do
guessing
something.
You don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
I could cut off your arm.
we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah, see? She knows. She knows.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
I don't like the idea of doing a Saw situation. I don't want to do a Dr. Gordon.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yes, I know why I'm here, but the question is, am I going to do what I was sent here to do? I could just do it. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Gonna keep you locked away here? Three very compelling choices. What happens if I kill her?
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What is up with my fucking arm?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver
Nah.
a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Spit out some blood. Tooey, tooey.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Damn.
Holy
Strong
shit, that
princess.
hurts. Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Finish the job.
You
I like
and
how the
Princess
knife got a
stare
little
at
more
each other,
bloody on the
both
cursor.
gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Hey, if one of us goes down, we go down together.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
They
If the
do
princess
feel a
doesn't
little
do our friend in
silly.
herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs
Stab her
break
in
as
the
she
chest. She
delivers a
punches
heavy
me
blow,
right in the
but you
fucking
push through
ribs.
the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Sorry, princess.
Oh,
Her dialogue text turned red. I should be saving before I make decisions. I feel like.
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
Fun?
The princess gasps. Her voice
Interesting.
an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, because I have gathered knowledge of how this game works. And I know that there's branching narratives, and you'll probably have to go back and do different choices to get different endings. It's one of those types of deals.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh yeah, the internal bleeding. Forgot about that. Chapter 2, The Adversary. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
So we're on level 1 of the
And
time
in the basement
loop.
of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you
Oh, the
don't,
music got really
it will
detuned.
be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no, but I died. How am I here? But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first
Mr. Narrator, you're not being very truthful to me.
If he doesn't
right
remember
now.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't
Voice
matter
of
if
the
he can hear us.
stubborn.
The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Don't like
That's
that.
the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Yeah, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or
'Cause
at
it
least
is.
a version of me.
A version of you say? So, you're acknowledging that there are other universes that have sprung out of other possibilities or other combinations of choices?
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I listened to you. I did end up slaying her.
We did
I
our
just
best
also
with
happened to
information
die in
we
the
were given.
process.
And we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
It's got a point.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Well, you said that the world would end.
Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess...
Okay, you guys are ganging up on me. You know about each other and you're ganging up on me specifically. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was beat me to death. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place
People.
is.
How
It's a path
vague.
in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Aw,
You're the
narrator.
only person capable of doing this.
That's
Call it
awfully
a
sweet of you.
If that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
I'm a special little boy.
Yeah.
I don't like the way I
sound
said
of
that.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I don't know. Because you manipulated me to be here. To quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it
No,
out of your
no,
head
no,
before
no.
you get to
I
the cabin.
know that
You'll be
happened to me
fine.
last time. She beat the shit out of me. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
You're both being stubborn.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Killed each other last time. How can I make sure this doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Great.
All right.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I'm sure they are.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, I don't remember her lying or cheating last time.
Are you sure about that?
Eh.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Yeah, let's just head on up there. I really want to know what happens if at that last decision I just turned and
The
left.
cabin is tighter
Whoa.
than its exterior would suggest.
And
Its
it's
cold
made of
walls
stone.
press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
It was a little more
The only
ornate
furniture
than
of
last
note
time.
is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your
I want to know what... I want to take a look at myself in the mirror.
Right.
This is a whole different cabin than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
But I have been.
So
I'm telling you
focus
this.
The world is depending on you.
I'm gonna go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub
Why
your
is my hand
against
like
the
this?
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous.
I like some
you
kind
are.
of bird.
But there was
Weird.
a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
The narrator stole my mirror and I'm mad about that. What happens if I just go to the basement?
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
If that's how you want to think about that, stubborn.
As long as you can still
That's
get the job
fine.
done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
I don't like that everything's stone this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess
Smell of
lived
sulfur.
here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I'm a freak, and I actually really like the smell of sulfur, but I'm aware that I'm in the minority on that, probably.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Okay, so she's starting off
This isn't
aggro.
what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head.
Is it
You need to
bloodlust
stay
or is it a
focused and
different
keep your
kind of
wits about
lust?
you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
What if we just
As you
kissed
descend
and
the
got
final
a...
step, the
Oh,
form
she
of
is
the
a
princess
tiefling this
comes into
time.
view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Okay. I can still work with this.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Okay, so she remembers the last time.
But no little knife this time, huh?
Nope.
No. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Oh, I'll fight you if you want, but I'm probably just gonna let you kick my ass, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but the last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
But you acknowledge that they definitely exist. You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Yeah. Didn't exactly go to H&M and get a new fit. So you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Why does this kind of turn me on?
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that?
We're not scared.
I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree.
I'm not going to let the voice
We're
of the
gonna
stubborn
fight
do
her.
anything.
We need a weapon.
I'm not going to go get the knife. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get
She has
it?
a point.
We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Hot.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Was up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair.
Then why are you just standing there?
Because you're hot?
Fight me.
I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye! Just put an empty slot right there. Fine, let's do this.
I guess we'll have to see how this goes. Your hand's empty. You
Hell yeah!
Quit the pessimism, will you?
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you. I really am.
Are you,
I'm just
narrator?
doing my best to keep my expectations grounded.
Are you?
You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
My weapons are my hands.
We'll be fine. Just watch.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her
Oh yeah, I
fists
got
and elbows
claws.
return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Yeah, because all I wanted was respect and not a, you know, little smooch on the cheek.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And maybe a couple of bruised ribs.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Oh, I love it when you talk down to me.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood.
Oh, cool. Internal bleeding again.
Inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'm dead again.
Are you serious? That's it? That's it. Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Oh, okay.
Hear me?
Narrator,
You're dead.
or stubborn
There's no
voice, rather.
Getting up from that.
I'm getting up.
No, that's not right. You're not dead anymore. Yes. Your eyes bolt open
Damn.
and you push
We
yourself
beat the
back
shit
to
out
your
of each
feet.
other.
You're alive. The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
And yet I'm still standing here. No, you definitely killed me. I just got better.
Maybe this will be a good fight after all.
The two of you clash once more.
Hell yeah, let's go.
It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though
Why are you
numerous,
hoping anything,
healed
narrator?
faster than yours, and the wounds you've inflicted
You're
upon her
infuriating.
barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating... no. Lethal.
Yeah, I died again.
Everything goes dark. Again. And you die. Again.
But what if I get back up?
You know what I'm going to say.
Exactly.
Though we're not dead. Yeah, though we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually. Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now? Of course I'm sure. We're special, remember?
I'm getting back
Once
up.
more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
I didn't hear no
How are
bell.
you still moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice. Have we ever seen her afraid before?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Well, thanks, narrator.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible. Her fist flies towards where your face
Oh.
used to be. Your
Again?
twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing. Everything goes dark and we die.
I got pulped. It's fine.
Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say? Yeah, I quit.
Oh, alright, bye. Ooh. I didn't hear no bells, the achievement that I got. You guys can't see it, unfortunately, but...
And at the end
What
of
the
that path-
fuck?
Alright, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time. Now, why would we ever do that?
Voice of the Contrarian?
Because she absolutely destroyed us? She sure did, but what a great way to go. Does it matter? We lost.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, why so glum, Rage Boy? I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air? Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time, and the first time we had a weapon. Well, this is
Still
just
lost,
great.
though.
Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
I don't like that the landscape is like this.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one. That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Yeah, the landscape is flesh and there are claws coming out of the ground.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
Is this a testicle up here?
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the music is also distorted and kind of overpowering. Turn that down just a tad.
So you knew this could happen? You knew we'd be able to restart like this?
Yeah, see? Again, he's aware of multiple universes.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd all better listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here and do anything else, and we hit this point of no return, then what happens? No matter what happens next, seems like our answers are at the cabin. Silently proceed. I'm done with this. Bye! I love that that's always an option. Yeah, what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions.
Yeah, I agree with the contrarian for once. Usually contrarian's very annoying.
It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience. And besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
And how did you get this job, Mr. Narrator?
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time. I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Yeah, we might as well see this through. Yeah, it's
Good.
squelching.
We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
You know what? That's fair.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you think of something worth telling us.
Yeah, Mr. Narrator. Don't be so glum.
The interior of the
Oh, now it's like a palace
seems
of...
long forgotten. There was once
I don't even know. Entrails,
carved
innards.
marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
This is like some H.P. Lovecraft shit, man.
But that is how it was.
At least visually.
Now there is a growth that has overtaken it.
Yeah?
A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls.
I would definitely call that a
and
growth.
congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Yeah.
That's all.
Gross.
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really ties the room together.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, I think this time I will take the blade.
Right? I said leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
It's that mirror again. This time it's blocking the door. Didn't mention the mirror the last time either. Why?
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
No, there's clearly a mirror.
Oh, are we playing a game where we lie to people about things? This is fun. I respect and admire all of you, and I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you, Contrarian, for making me laugh consistently.
What? There's clearly a mirror. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused.
Well, now
about
you're
the difference
gaslighting
between
me.
Door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
What are you trying to say, exactly?
It means you're hallucinating.
No, you're gaslighting me.
It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Yeah, gonna take the blade.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Well, actually, we're gripping the leather that wraps the hilt, but
no fun.
that's
And you're not even holding it right.
semantics. Semantics? I don't know if that's the right word I'm using.
And how do you suggest we hold it? The other way.
Between our butt cheeks.
Both of you. We're holding it fine.
Approach a mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Because we're in a continual time loop.
Does it matter if it's actually real or not?
If I had to
It
guess.
gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
But exactly how much time can we waste? Wipe the
You
mirror
reach forward
clean.
and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Looks like intestines or flabby abs.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose.
I feel like I'm on a
A
mind
high
flayer
vaulted
ship,
ceiling
like in
stretches up
D&D.
into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides.
Well, as long as there
You
aren't
feel
any
both unprotected
sphincters.
and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating
Oh,
embers
and I
of
can hear
charred
fly
remains.
sounds.
If the princess lives here, slaying
like
her
that.
is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the
Oh, please tell
stairs.
me she's like some gross tentacle monster now.
So you've returned.
Oh,
Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me. That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
I want to see
Hear that?
the princess.
Sounds like we got to her last time.
Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen. You make your way to the
What's she
bottom of
look
the
like?
stairs.
Show me that princess.
The chamber's walls are painted
Oh,
in blood, a deep,
okay.
sickening red that drips down in clotted streams.
Not what I
onto
was
the charred
expecting.
corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
She is the land now.
Princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
That's
Her heart
fucking
beats
metal.
from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
No.
There's
I can
not
guess,
so much
though.
a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips
Ew.
from the place where metal meets flesh.
Just like Gerald's game.
And then, with a nauseating
Oh, she
sound,
degloved.
skin tears. It
Oh
pops to
no,
the
she
ground,
degloved.
and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I'm scared.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Just gonna have to stab her straight in the heart.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
That's right. No fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
Yeah, I mean, her heart is exposed. What happened to you? We don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm just gonna... No? Automatic quick saves. Oh, there's quick saves. Cool. Didn't know that. Let's just do it.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess.
She does look
Your
really
eyes
cool.
Locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh, cool. All right, yeah. That's
I
just
hope
my
you weren't
intestines and
planning on
entrails.
dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Oh, no.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Oh, well, whoa. Whoa, that's too many hands. What the hell? True to her word, you do not die by her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go?
What happened to the
Try
narrator?
and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Evan, I think so.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yeah, blank background with the mirror just there.
Don't do that.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
It's just a mirror. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I got an achievement for that. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. That doesn't look like a cabin to me.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Why are you talking like Galadriel now? That's a lot of questions that I can ask her. Do another save. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm Shadowsense. I'm a person? Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
You think so?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Poetic. The gift of the fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Is this an ending? It's gotta be, right? Attack the entity. Destroy my body? You know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Guess that's a good point. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Then let's get the fuck out of here, I guess. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
That's some Dark Tower shit. Go now, there are other worlds than
no
these.
Exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Bring me more perspectives. So you want me to play more of the game. Which means... Okay, hang on. Let me just... Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. And now we're back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end
Wow.
of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
All right. I'm going to save it here, and we're going to continue playing this in the next episode. So, thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.